Welcome to the family with
Alex Bernard Rasmussen.
Fawn Rasmussen.
And Andy Bernard.
Where's Seiji?
Camp.
Dance camp.
Oh, dance camp. That's right. He's at dance camp.
Oh.
So we got to start the show off by asking Fawn, did she have any fun yesterday at all?
Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of? All we did is entertain her all day long,
That
take
was
her
Saturday.
out. No, I'm talking about when we went to dinner last night.
Oh, not all day long.
Well, it seemed like it was all day long because Fawn was in such a great mood.
Why
Why were you so crabby yesterday, Fawny?
So crabby.
The clouds.
Oh, the clouds. Oh, okay. The clouds. No, but we talked about a bit about this on the morning show today. Is that the fact that I love the fact that we have 3 generations of our family that can get together and have a wonderful time. And by the way, because you got to go to dinner last night, you know what Ethan got today from
What?
Nana and Bop Bop?
What?
Monkey bread.
Oh,
He does love it.
He loves monkey bread, I'll tell you. He loves that stuff.
what's not to love?
Well, it is caramel. I mean, it's pretty tough to pass
Caramel
up
and
on
bread.
caramel. But no, I think, you know, let me run this by you guys and see what you think, because I ran it by the morning show. Do you think it's so important to me because my grandfathers and I and my father and I didn't get along? So the 3 generations we had there just didn't work at all.
It's a novelty.
Yeah, well, it's not a novelty. It's just it's always been very important to me, even before I was married or had kids, and then certainly grandkids. I always wanted my family to be close to me. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, you grew up with a very dysfunctional
Mm-hmm.
family situation, so it makes sense that you would want a
Not
functional family situation.
Are most people like that though? Do they go that route, or they just the dysfunction goes on for another
Yeah,
generation?
from what I understand, most people just perpetuate things.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Or maybe not most, but, you know, enough.
I think maybe the reason I'm like this is because my mother worked so hard to make sure that, because she was on her own making, you know, diner waitresses wages, it was very important to her. So I think it became very important to me.
Mhm.
So that's probably what it was. Because Toots was a great mother. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
She had to pick up all this. He wasn't around a lot because he was working, you know, 12, 14 hours a day as a waitress, but
Yeah.
in order to make enough money to feed the kids and all that. But yeah, it's very, very important to me, except for Fawn. You know, she's a bum. But other than that,
No.
no. So Fawny,
What?
did you have a good time last night?
No comment.
She's not going to even comment. You pill. I've decided you're a pill.
No, I'm not.
You're not a pill?
You're a pill.
Okay. Well, in any case, so we got up this morning. First of all, it was Andy. We were at Red Cow last night.
Mm-hmm.
Ripley took care of us there. Riley is his real name, but I call him Ripley because he calls me the Godfather. And then everybody else there does now too.
Sure.
But in any case, yeah, Riley, a really, really good guy. And if you've never eaten there, their food, wasn't that food terrific?
It was so good. I got
It
a
was amazing.
I got a poke bowl, and it was so good.
Yeah,
I
they do a great-
got a grilled cheese.
You got a grilled cheese?
It was like grilled cheese. The kids' meal was great. It was like grilled cheese, which she's usually not a grilled cheese kid. I was surprised by the grilled cheese order. You don't typically order grilled cheese at restaurants. But then it came with carrot sticks, fries, a snickerdoodle.
Well,
Blurp.
Yeah, it was on like a cafeteria tray, and everything had its own little section.
well,
was
why
cute.
not?
It was
Andy,
cute.
you've got to go to the Red Cow something. There were 5 of them, you said, Alex? Like 5
I
Red
don't-
Cows?
Let's see.
Or 4, something like that. But this one's right in Wayzata there, just off of Lake Street. But they have a thing there called the 60-40 burger, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding you. It is just absolutely delicious. Dan had it last night. He loved it too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's one downtown Minneapolis. It looks like, or maybe northeast. I'm looking on a small map.
Yeah, that's downtown, I think.
Edina.
North Loop, yeah.
Oh, it's in the North Loop. Okay.
Oh yeah, 50th in France, North Loop, Uptown, Wayzata, and St. Paul.
And apparently the airport.
Well, there's one
in
at
the
the airport too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not a bad plan. But yeah, the food's really, really good. But Riley does a really great place. I did a job running the
Does
place.
a
I
really
should say.
great place.
What makes it 60-40?
It's bacon and hamburger. There's some, I don't know.
have
You
no
got
idea
You got.
what
I'm
that
telling
means.
you, next
See
time you
if I
guys
can
come over
find it.
for dinner.
60% fat, 40%.
Well,
That'll
no.
be quite the burger. I think actually, I think it's like a 60-40, as in like 40% fat.
No,
It
it's
says
not.
it's a 60-40 patty. Isn't that what that means?
Yeah.
No, but it's 60% beef and 40% bacon.
Oh, yep, that is what it is.
Yeah.
60% beef, 40% ground bacon.
Oh,
That does
God.
sound pretty good.
It is phenomenal, and I'm not kidding you.
Mm.
So, Riley, thank you. Everybody else out there at Red Cow out in Wayzata, great job. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, we got the ahi crisps as a
Oh God, yeah,
Fawn really liked those.
Blobbly
The corn was really, really good.
yeah. All of it's really good.
We had corn at the fair. Mm.
Would you go to the local fair?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was cornhole day or whatever it's called.
No, the
Well,
corn feed is
Corn
feed's
feed.
next weekend.
Yeah, later.
Or this weekend. I
They
think.
just had corn there. I don't remember.
There was
what
just
they did.
corn.
I think it was the same people, but they just had like a little corn stand.
Yeah, because we're going to be out of town for that one. We won't be able to go to the corn feed this year,
What the?
unfortunately.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna be up north.
No corn
Oh,
feed.
Well, maybe. I can't find anybody to watch our dogs, so
Oof.
I might not be able to go.
You might not be able to go at all. Well, that's not good news.
They can go, like Dan and the kids can go, but I can't. I don't know. We can't find anybody to watch the dogs.
So nobody in your family will watch the dogs,
Nobody in my family.
or his family.
Nana and Papa.
They
Also
can't.
known as you.
We're going to be out of
Why?
town.
They're going to a family reunion.
Family reunion and on
You are?
Lake Osakis.
I didn't know about this.
Lake.
Well, we just found out we were going to go
Yeah, I don't
yesterday.
know.
Oh,
We're going to
what the hell
be
is
at a,
Lake
we're going to be at
Osakis?
a cabin.
Isn't that a character from Lord of the Rings?
Could be, I
I
suppose.
think Lake Osakis was the archer.
Lake Osakis. Lake Osakis
Lake
is what, about 15 miles from Long Prairie, Minnesota, something like that.
Yeah, it's actually not extremely far away.
No, it's not at all.
All right then.
It's only a couple hours from here, I think, isn't it? Lake Osakis.
Lake
Let's
Osakis.
see. Let's-
But my cousin
Directions.
Rodney lives there, and he's going to have the family reunion at his house. So we're looking forward to that.
It is 2 hours from here.
There you
Yeah,
go.
2 hours, almost exactly.
Anyway, yeah, you guys are gone. Mike and Christy have offered many times to watch the dogs, but they are coming to the cabin with us.
Mm.
So can't you take the dogs to the cabin?
No,
Julia, Henrik, and Anders.
I don't think the dogs would like it there
Oh,
at their
they're-
house.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's a little too wild at their house.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't- yeah, anyone who's got a child is kind of out.
I suppose that's
Not
true.
they have 4 children.
Well, I mean, a child is in like probably under the age of 5.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Anyway, Well,
toddlers and dogs don't.
there's got to be
mix
some place to
very
put
well.
your dogs. Isn't there? Can't you put them in like daycare for the weekend?
No, they're
Daycare.
not up to date on
Oh,
Blurby blurb.
all of their vaccines.
Oh, that,
I
yeah,
skip
that's not
certain
gonna work.
ones because, like, Bordetella or whatever, like they're at no risk of getting that.
So why do they have to
Right.
be vaccinated for it?
well, because then
Because
if
if
you
they
put them
go
in
t-
daycare,
yeah.
then they are at risk of Bordetella.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
where
I
it
suppose,
spreads.
yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm like, I don't want to pump them full of a bunch of random
Yeah.
shots before so I can get them to.
And now the important stuff.
Oh, man.
We got many calls this morning. Is Fawny going to talk about the Olympics? So are you, Fawn?
If you say I need to, yes,
Otherwise, you don't want to talk about the Olympics?
I will.
Okay. So far, what are you most impressed with at the Olympics?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. So is it Simone Biles you like the best?
Yeah.
No,
Did you know? Sorry.
no, go ahead.
She's 4'8".
Yeah, she's 4 foot.
That
She
is
can
small.
jump. So her head,
3 feet off the ground.
12 feet.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. She has
She can,
No
her
way.
feet, yeah, her feet clear, like her feet clear, what is it, 7'6"
that
or
would be
something?
7 feet.
Like
yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal could walk underneath her and still
Huh.
have inches. at her highest
Well,
jumping.
she could do 2 spins while she's in the air. 2
She's-
complete revolutions
She's
in the
a
air.
gymnastics machine.
She really is unbelievable. Now she's hurt though. Somebody said she's got a not a torn calf, but she hurt her I don't know, hamstring or something.
Yeah.
Oh, she did. So you know about this, Fawn? What did
Oh,
she hurt?
you
How'd
know?
she get hurt?
I don't know, but I
Let's see
heard
here.
it on.
Calf injury.
Oh, calf injury. That's what it is. Okay. Because I know she did kind of misstep on that one time I saw her last night, and it's because of her calf injury, I guess.
The USA team came first in the qualifiers.
They did, really?
Mhm.
Well, that's good news. I mean, they are really, really good. Katie Ledecky, of course, is Brittany's cousin.
Sure is.
We have to hear all about that from Britt.
Oh my gosh, I will never get over. I know I've told the story before, but like before the last Olympics, she and I were trying to get together, and she was like, "Oh, I have to go to, I think it was Virginia, for my
Oh, yeah.
cousin's swim meet." And I was like, "Why would she go all the way to Virginia for a cousin's swim meet?" Because I'm thinking it's like, some
Yeah.
12-year-old.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, okay. Like, let me
Guess
know
if
when
you're
you
really into swimming.
Yeah, like let me know when you get back. Whatever." And yeah, and then I find out later that it's Katie Ledecky and it was the Olympic qualifiers. I was like,
swim
"Brittany."
meet.
I was like, "Brittany, this is not a swim meet. This is a little different
Yeah, a little
than a
different than a swim
meet.
meet.
Like, oh, my cousin's trying to qualify for the Olympics. And FYI, she's the greatest female
Mhm.
swimmer of all time. No big deal."
So is Brittany a good athlete?
She's very active. I don't know about I've never seen her play or do any specific sport. She runs, she plays tennis.
Mhm.
Mhm.
She's a very active person.
Well, she's a very big person. She's got to be, 6 feet tall, isn't she?
No, I'd say she's probably 5'9".
Yeah, she's a little shorter than me.
Oh,
but
she
not
is.
much.
Okay, but
I'd say
not
she's
much.
probably mom's height.
So tall
She's
for a
tall.
woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how tall Katie Ledecky is.
Let's see.
I mean, they're
Katie
cousins.
Ledecky. She is apparently 6 feet tall.
Katie Ledecky's 6 feet tall.
There you
Mhm.
go.
Jeez Louise.
Lot of women
Swimmers
that
are
bigger.
tall.
Yeah, it
They need to
seems-
be tall and
the
thin.
big wingspan.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, she's
You want long limbs,
Her-
but very low everything else.
she is best at like the distance. Like the longer the distance, the better she
Yeah,
is.
that's what I heard. Yep.
She holds like I think the top 9 records.
She
for
holds the records for
something.
500, 1,000, and 1,650 yard.
But I think she
freestyle.
holds like the top 9 times in one of those.
Really?
Yeah.
And she grew up in Kansas or something?
Washington, D.C. She was born in.
Well, she was born in D.C. I thought she grew up
And
in
raised in Maryland, Bethesda.
Bethesda, Maryland. Well, where did she go to college?
Stanford, apparently.
Well, she went to Stanford. So
Oh,
she
wait, no, that was her college team. Does that mean she went to Stanford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. Oh, yeah, there you go. She got her BA at Stanford.
There you go.
All right.
You're
why did I
going to
think Kansas?
Stanford,
Maybe she was in Kansas for some event or something.
probably.
Because I know Brittany went down. Brittany's a big supporter of Katie Ledecky. I know that.
I mean, yeah, if you have a cousin that's
Yeah, I would imagine.
one of the most impressive human beings on the planet, you'd probably support him.
I suppose that is true. So what do you think of the Olympics so far? All 3 of you. You've been watching it all, Andy?
Nope. I never have watched 1 second of the Olympics in my life.
That's what I thought.
We
I find
wa-
them not as good of athletes as I am, so it's very boring.
Yes, I understand that. Yeah, no question.
I'm like, wow, look at those slow swimmers.
Yep.
we watched equestrian cross country, which Dan had never seen before, and he was like,
Hmm.
"This is awesome!" He just kept going on and on about how great he was. Like, "This is so fun to watch. This is amazing. This is the best equestrian event. This is so cool."
It's like dog agility, but with horses
Yeah, but really long.
and very long. Yes.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, but the course was really cool. And so we watched that. And then Dan and Sage yesterday watched the US versus Serbia
Serbia strong.
team yesterday. And US won.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
Serbia.
Because it's Nikola Jokic is Serbian and he was
I'll trust you on that.
He was the MVP of the NBA this year.
Mhm.
Oh,
And yeah, they
110
played.
to 84. That is a high scoring game.
Yeah, we won. No big deal.
No big deal.
Apparently,
Serbia
it was
not
very
strong.
fun to watch. There was a lot of happy yelling and clapping from Sage and Dan. I spent 3 hours yesterday deep cleaning the children's bedrooms.
Yeah, Alex had
Yeah,
to
that's
do all the
basically what
work.
we did yesterday.
No big deal. Fawn.
Also spent 3 hours in the blistering heat trying to attach a trailer to a car.
Gross.
Yeah, that was fun.
Fawn, usually when I have her go through her stuff, I hold stuff up and I say, tell me donate or keep. And she usually will donate like maybe 3 things. And she comes up with lame excuses
Oh,
to keep stuff that she never wears or uses. She'll be like, well, I'll keep that for when we go to Wyzetta on Saturdays. And I'm like, we don't go to Wyzetta every Saturday. And she's like, well, when on a Saturday that we do go to Wyzetta, I'll wear this skirt, like kind of thing.
It's a very specific
And I'm
skirt.
like, "What?" And I'm like,
I
that's
never said that.
you say stuff like that.
No, I don't.
Okay. But yesterday she was just like, donate, donate, donate. And we went through
Really?
Donut.
we went through her closet, we went through her dresser, we went through her stuffies, we went through her art supplies, we went through her hair stuff,
Mhm,
and we got rid
Mhm,
of
mhm,
so much stuff.
mhm,
Every
mhm.
so often
It
you
was
have
awesome.
to. You just gotta
Mhm.
slash and burn.
It was fantastic because I love getting rid of things,
Yeah.
as we know.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so yeah, we did that. And then once everything was separated into what we were keeping and what we were getting rid of, I was like, okay, organization and clean.
Mhm.
Okay. It's enough out of you.
there you
No.
have
And then we
Nah.
watched, what did we watch after? I feel like we watched something after basketball.
Flurfy.
Flurfy. Yes,
That's
that's what
Flurfy.
it was.
What
What did
is
we watch
Flurfy?
after basketball?
Flurfy.
Okay, you're just being weird.
Kitty cats.
Kitty Cat Olympics.
Oh, you
The
watched
Kitty
it?
Cat No, there's no Kitty
I
Cat
was gonna
Olympics.
say,
I
that's
thought
a
there
real
were.
thing.
I
That
think
would be-
I thought it was a real
You are
thing.
thinking of the Puppy Bowl,
Yeah, I was gonna say
The
you're
Puppy
thinking
which
Bowl.
has
of
the
Puppy Bowl.
kitten.
When is
bowl.
the puppy bowl?
It's right after the Super Bowl or before, one of the two.
Yeah.
When
Before
is
Super
the-
Bowl.
Or
Super
during.
Bowl.
I think it's the Saturday before the Super Bowl.
Let's see. Puppy Bowl 2024 was on February 11th. So I
So-
guess it's going to be a while till the next one.
Yes.
I
I think
guess
it's the
so.
Saturday before the Super Bowl.
Sunday.
We missed it.
Oh, it's on the same day as the Super Bowl.
Was Super Bowl Sunday the 11th?
Well, if it's a Sunday, then
When was the Super Bowl this
yeah, it was. I
year?
feel like it was later
it's-
this year. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Same
either
day.
right before or right after, I think. It might be at the same time.
I think it's before the Super Bowl.
it was
Yeah,
at
it's gotta
2
be
p.m.
before.
Eastern.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so it's before
The
Okay.
Super Bowl
because it's on National
Geographic.
Geographic.
Discovery.
Discovery.
Same thing though.
Yeah, potato.
Yeah. On literally, what is the difference?
There isn't any.
Which
yeah.
one does doop 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 doop?
Boop. She goes, yeah.
Bloop.
I don't know. I love the Olympics. Dan loves the Olympics. We think it's super fun to watch. I'm excited for so many. Like I could turn on literally anything on the Olympics and be like, sweet.
Is it the same with Winter
fantastic."
Olympics, too?
Yes, absolutely.
Winter, summer, doesn't matter.
Oh, I watched the 4x10,
Flippy.
4x100. I think it was women's relay.
Wow.
America won that.
Mhm.
Yep.
We have a really amazing women's track team. Like really amazing.
That is so. What the amazing thing to me now is that what was that guy, the fastest man in the world? What was his name again?
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, doesn't he run at like 28 miles an hour or
I
something?
don't even know.
I mean, just this extremely fast runner.
I know. Yeah.
Average speed in the 100-meter is 23.3 miles per hour.
And I think he can get up to 28 miles an hour.
Well, could. This was a while ago. I don't think he's doing that anymore.
No, that's just
The thing
probably
about
true.
sprinting is it's very bad for your joints.
Oh, is
So
it? Oh, I
you
suppose
can't
you're
you can't do it
slamming
for
it.
very long.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that was in 2009.
That he did
How old
28
is he
miles an
now?
hour.
23.
Well, oh, that's when he did 23 miles an hour. Okay.
He's my age, almost exactly.
Usain Bolt is your age.
Yep.
Andy, go out and run 28 miles an hour. Let's go.
Yeah, go for it.
Maybe in
Yeah, hurry up.
2009.
Well, I mean, when I was watching this women's relay, like their legs, it looks like a cartoon.
I
You know,
know.
when it's like the cloud wispiness. I'm like,
Yes.
that's not what? It's wild
You
how
have to be-
fast these women run.
to
And
be
they're not
built
tall
of-
women
Yeah.
either.
You have to be all legs and no torso to be a good runner.
Not really.
No?
Some of these, like the women, I don't know what it is, but there's some short women that are
Huh.
incredibly fast runners.
Like me.
Yeah, Fawn's a fast
I'm
runner.
the fastest one in my class and the second shortest.
No big deal.
Second shortest and the fastest.
And the most
fastest.
flexible.
Well, there's a correlation there.
And
clearly.
she has the most stamina.
I have a question, and again, this was brought up to me. It's not something I thought about, but somebody brought this up to me. They don't now allow transgender people to be in the Olympics.
I don't know.
I don't know.
feel
either.
like there might have been one in the last Olympics, but
There
then
might have
I
been.
think since they might have, I don't know. I don't want to speak.
Here we go.
I just find it
Okay.
interesting that, because it's obviously in a lot of sports that men have become women and then they dominate the sport, and
It
does that
does
cause-
happen a lot.
it's causing a lot of problems, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why they changed the rules. Apparently,
Oh, did they?
I think they test their testosterone now or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like they can't have a certain amount of testosterone because it's a proven
Yeah,
advantage.
that's what it is. You can't do testosterone because
Oh,
it
well,
makes
that's
you
fair.
too.
Yeah, there would be like a
strong or
woman
whatever.
taking testosterone pills
Yep.
and then being like, I'm going to be in
Oh,
this.
really?
Well, it's like this article I'm reading. So Nikki Hiltz is
Was that the swimmer?
transgender and non-binary, but was born as a woman and is competing as a woman, but is taking testosterone. So
Okay.
that just sounds like cheating to me.
It is cheating, isn't it?
Because it's like, okay,
Yeah,
if you're
'cause if you're
transgender, then compete as a
non-binary-
man.
Yeah,
doesn't make
because
any
if you're
s-
non-binary, then I guess.
And it's
Yeah, I don't know.
It's cases exactly like that
Yeah.
made them
Is that
have
the
to.
swimmer?
No, this is a
Oh.
runner. You are thinking of.
Yeah, there was some.
Yeah, I know who you're thinking
Mhm.
of. Leah Thomas.
Yeah, just like dominated everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a guy who became a woman.
hmm
Yes.
Okay.
In college swimming.
In college swimming, that's
Mm-hmm.
when it was. Here's what I understand. So there are people that, and I could see how someone would get very pissed off that, a guy becomes a woman and then dominates the sport completely. And is there anything they can do about? Here's what I don't understand. And I don't understand this, that people have such a great interest in you do what you do, but some people get very upset. And again, I don't know. I don't, watch those events or whatever. But are people really that interested in you used to be a man and now you're a woman and I got to know everything about you and I got to judge you? Why do you care? You don't even know them.
Well, I mean, if it's a competition that's
Yeah.
gender segregated, then that's
Yeah.
kind of like the
in,
whole
yeah,
thing.
In
No, I
certain
understand that part.
situations, it makes sense.
I
but
understand that part, but the other part,
typically,
it's like, why would you care if they want to do that? Why do you care?
I truly don't know. Like I don't care what people do or wear as long as you're not being mean to anybody.
Well, and again, you shouldn't cheat by, doing what they do
Mhm.
Yeah.
because it's basically cheating, isn't it?
You could argue, yeah.
But I mean, it's the other part where it comes into that whole deal about, well, they opened the Olympics. Apparently, they had to apologize for how they opened the Olympics
Oh
this year.
no, they accidentally called South Korea North Korea.
Oh,
Who did that?
The announcer of the opening ceremonies. I don't know who it
They
was. I
called
don't know.
South
but
Korea North
instead
Korea.
of because
North Korea, South
they
Korea.
all went down the Seine on boats.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
instead of
Yeah.
saying North Korea, they said, or South Korea, they said North Korea.
Huh.
And then they had to,
Well, it's interesting
they
because
had to
North
do-
Korea isn't even called North Korea.
No.
It's called the Democratic People's
yeah.
Republic of Korea, I
Like
think.
something.
DPR. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds right.
something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like
and
North
s-
Korea isn't a country.
Yeah.
And also South Korea, I don't think they call themselves South Korea. I think they call themselves Korea, don't they?
I think they do South Korea.
Do they
I
call
do not
themselves?
know.
I think
Oh yeah.
so,
Well,
yes.
it's officially the Republic of Korea,
The Republic of Korea.
as opposed to
okay.
the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Yeah,
Very
there you go.
different.
It was probably one of those things where the person was like, don't say North Korea. don't say
Yeah.
North Korea.
That's exactly how it would be for me.
And then they said North Korea. But yeah, then they had to issue an apology.
Hmm.
I
I don't know.
suppose.
All the Olympians are sleeping on cardboard beds,
They did that
Oh, I saw
last year,
that, yeah.
last time
which I
too.
think is
Saw
pretty
that,
cool.
yeah.
Like it's interesting.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
guess they're sturdy.
Yeah, Tom Daly, who's one of the best divers, he like posted something on Instagram of him like jumping up and down on the
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah, right.
There's this one female rugby player who all of a sudden is all over my Instagram. I don't know why, but she posts a bunch of stuff. And yeah, the US female rugby team just beat Japan, maybe.
Japan has a rugby team.
Look up the score of I think it was Japan.
Let's see.
It was
here.
hilarious.
Yeah, they beat Japan.
What was the score?
Let's see here.
It was pretty funny.
I would imagine so. How many rugby players are there in Japan? Like 5?
I don't know.
Let's see. How it works, who to watch. I don't care about any of this. Thank you for wasting my time, NBC. Japan score. How about that? Can I just get the score? 36-7.
36-7.
36 to 7. Well, that was a tight.
Japan got the first points of the game and then didn't score again.
Yep.
Really?
But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, this female rugby player I think she's like, she seems funny. You know, like she doesn't just talk about rugby, like she's also like a funny lady, but she's a beast.
Yeah.
Rugby is a brutal sport. You have to be.
I mean, there was a video of her during the Japanese-US game, and she has the ball and she just like checks this one girl, and the girl just falls over, and I was just like, rugby's really intense.
Oh, rugby.
And there's like, they have no padding.
Is her name Ilona Maher?
Yes.
Mayer?
Yes.
Margargle?
Yes.
Let's see.
That's who she is. Yeah, I don't know.
She is only 5'10",
but she's jacked.
Wide. Yes.
Oh, really?
She is jacked.
She's 200 pounds.
Holy Hannah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all solid muscle.
Yeah.
Like she is jacked. I don't know. Rugby scares me because like football.
Rugby that's one of those sports where you never know if you're coming back.
Yeah. Football, you ram into people all the time, but they're covered head to toe in padding. Rugby, it's just like, nope.
Yep.
I think there were helmets.
Do they not? Because they didn't used to.
I don't think
rugby,
they do.
No, they don't.
They still don't.
No, rugby doesn't have equipment like that.
No equipment at all?
No. It's the ball and you. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Rugby's scary.
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
I'm going to ask you guys a question because maybe you know world history better than I do.
Probably not.
But just before I was born, obviously, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. An Asian country bombed Pearl Harbor. And then after I was born in 1951, I was born. So 1952, 53 was the Korean War.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then when I was a teenager, there was a Vietnamese War. Why was there so much war in Asian countries for that 60-year period or whatever the hell it was?
Communism for the last 2.
So that's what it was. It was all about communism.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I even bring this up.
Well, the Korean War was North Korea versus South Korea, same as it always was.
Yes.
So the idea was we were on the side of South Korea.
Right.
And we were fighting North Korea.
So I have a question for you. The way the United States is headed, are we going to end up having another civil war in this country? Because communism it's the biggest impact I can remember in my life in the United States. Wouldn't you agree?
If there's going to be a war over communism, it's going to be in China.
Oh, it would be in China?
I would say.
Why is that?
Because it's by far the biggest, most communist-friendly country in the world.
Well, that's true. But would anybody fight back against them?
Russia would.
Yeah, Russia would. That's true.
Although now you got this BRICS thing, so I don't know. It's hard to say.
So it's all about political views. The whole world's turmoil has always been about religion and politics has now covered religion as far as the wars are concerned. Because it used to be religious wars, but now they're always political wars. Correct?
There has always been political wars.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they just call them political wars now. They didn't used to, I don't think. But I don't understand how you get to the point where you're so severe in your beliefs, either to the left or the right or whatever, that you go to war over it.
I don't think it was. I mean, it's not just about the beliefs.
What is it about?
The idea was that if communism got too widespread, then they would take over the world.
Right.
So they were like, can't let them take over the world.
But they're taking over the world anyway.
Arguably,
The
but
United States has never been more communist than this. I will tell you that.
this is true.
So I don't know, I don't know what that's all about or whatever. Doesn't matter how well things are going. People are very upset and pissed off at the way the world is, and they just can't get past it. Why?
I don't know.
I don't know. People,
Nothing's really changed. It just feels like it did.
Well, I think it's gotten worse though.
Mm,
I do think it's gotten a lot worse because I was actually drafted during the Vietnam era, but I had a hernia, so they didn't allow me to go in the
I don't know.
go into the service.
If you look at the total number of people who've died in wars over the past 100 years, I think it probably trends down.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably true.
Despite the fact that there are many, many more people now than there were 100 years ago. Let's
So-
see. World population in 1900.
Oh God, it was nowhere near 8.2
Not
billion.
even remotely close.
Not
No,
even
it was
close.
1.6.
In what year?
1900. So 120 years, the world population has what's that? Quadrupled,
Quadrupled.
and then some.
And then some, yeah, quintupled actually, probably.
yeah, it's quintupled, and yeah,
Oh my!
plus a little bit more.
They're having some kids, no question about that.
Yeah, well, that's industrial revolution.
Yeah, I suppose
that'll
is
do
true.
it.
That is probably true. I don't know. I just wish people would calm down, and if you're that locked into your personal beliefs, don't you look at yourself and go, "There's something wrong here. Why am I so locked into this? It's the most important thing to me in the world." I mean, it seems idiotic to me.
I think it's pretty normal for most people.
Well, it is
Yeah.
very, very normal to hate somebody because of their politics. It's like, what? I don't really get that.
I don't either, but it's how a lot of people are.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Here we go. Here's a graph of people who died in war per year.
Oh, really?
Death
World
in
War II, probably.
Well, everything before 1912 is pretty much zero. So we're just
Yeah.
well, I mean, the world population was pretty much zero.
Yeah, it
so.
was. Yeah.
But aside from World War I and World War II, not a whole lot.
So, yeah, the two world wars, where they lost volumes of people.
Millions of people a year.
Millions of people. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that was all over, once again, politics and money.
Well, the Allies thought the Axis was going to take over the world, and the
Yep.
Axis thought the Allies were going to take over the world.
Yep.
World War I think, was pretty similar. I don't know as much about World War One.
Yeah, that goes back a ways. No question about it.
Yeah, a little before my time.
But in any case, I don't know. I just you can only talk about this stuff for so long, and it just gets too depressing. So you move on to another subject. I guess it just.
Well, we do have a suggestion for the show that we want to run by the family. Well, I
Okay.
guess by we, I mean I,
When did you get it?
because it's my idea. I thought about it the other day, a few days ago. So I want to hear from. It would be nice if Mom was here, but she's not. I want to hear from you guys, and I want to hear from the audience to see what they think, because that's the most important part, because ultimately this show is for the audience.
Correct.
What if on Wednesdays, in lieu of, or maybe in addition to, a normal show, we do like a family game thing? Like on Wednesdays, we'll do, like, there's this intergenerational trivia game that I played at Melissa's mom's house.
Oh yeah.
That was fun. I think that kind of thing would be fun
Oh.
to do on stream
We did that
or whatever.
when we were in Red Wing.
Oh, last year.
You, Dan, Mom, and I played it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like trivia from the Greatest Generation
Yeah.
and Boomers and
And
X
you
and
like
so forth.
you pick different.
Yeah.
You got any on
games
you
like
right now?
that.
Let's see if Fawn gets any of it.
I doubt it.
Gen Alpha trivia.
Yeah, what trivia is there? Who's the strongest member of Paw Patrol?
Yeah, who is the strongest member of Paw Patrol, Fawn?
Mm.
Why don't you know? You watch Paw Patrol.
Strong in what way? Physically.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Power
Totally.
level, like from Dragon Ball Z. If you were to scan one of them with a scouter, whose number would be the highest?
No, I got to be honest with you. I would like to do a game show type. That stuff is fun anyway. Is there any way we could include, like every time we do it on Wednesdays, include one audience member?
It
that
would
be
be difficult
Yeah.
It
if
would.
they're not here.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
we're
suppose
already
that's true. Yeah.
Because I was
there's
thinking,
already
like,
4 of us.
there are things like there's the Jackbox party packs, which there are 10 billion of, and those are like I would host it on my computer and you'd all join on your phones, and then there's like little games. But the problem with that is they're kind of designed for use on streaming, like streaming video, because a lot of it would be like we all get our questions and then we're silent for 60 seconds while we're typing our answers.
Oh,
Wouldn't be
yeah,
great
yeah,
for an
yeah.
audio only
Yeah.
podcast. But something like the trivia games, someone's always talking, we're reading the cards, we're talking about our answers and so forth.
Yeah.
So that sort of thing I think would be perfect.
Mhm.
I don't know. I like doing game shows. So Wednesday game show.
Yeah, I think Wednesday would be good because Monday is like the weekend catch up.
Yeah.
You know, people want to talk about what they did on the weekend and that
Yeah.
sort of thing. But
Tuesday we have Tim.
Tuesdays we've got Tim. Yeah, exactly. Wednesday's kind of like the lull because it's like we've already talked about what's gone on.
Yeah.
Unless something exciting happened on Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be basically the same show as Monday.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know if it would work this week because Mom's not going to be here apparently.
No, she is moving. It's our last 3 days of moving. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
It's always
Wednesday by
fun.
5:00, all of it should be done. We should have moved 100%, which would be good.
All right then,
Don't you think?
that would be good.
Yeah, I love playing game shows. We used to play game shows in the KQ Morning Show. People loved it. What were the name of some of those game shows we played? They were produced something or not. What the hell was that again?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember that game show, but people, the audience loved the game shows we played
Akia
on
Nish
KQ.
Nish.
What is it? What?
Akia Nish Nish.
What's that?
You played that on the
Sounds-
morning show.
Sounds
did?
German.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Akia Nish. Nish.
Akia or Nish Nish?
Oh, Akia.
Akia.
Akia. There you
How the
go.
hell do you spell any of this?
I don't know.
I'm trying to.
It's like yes or no.
It's yes or no. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Achia or Nish. Yeah, there you go. I found it. Achia.
Niche niche.
And what is it?
Niche niche.
Where did we get that one?
I have no idea. I just remember you playing that.
Apparently, it's a thing that's been around for a while, but it was most famous in Bruno,
Bruno.
that horrible, horrible movie.
We don't talk about
Bruno. I
We
didn't
don't
even-
talk about Bruno because it sucked.
Oh, with what's his face?
Yeah,
Oh, that was so terrible.
The guy,
The guy.
Ooh.
you
Yeah.
know,
Who?
Sacha
With the
Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
Oh God, those movies were horrendous.
Horrible.
Yeah.
He had one that was good, and the rest were terrible.
All bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why. Would you stop yawning into the camera?
No, I will never.
What's wrong with you? That's all I have to say. No, yeah, let's get some game shows involved. I think that's a really good idea. There's no question about it. Because some days the news is just too depressing to talk about. Don't
That
you think?
is true.
I don't know. It is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
Truly.
I
The
mean, I can
Google thing is pretty today.
Google thing.
What's
Yeah.
the Google thing?
It is a bird.
There are 3 blue birds dancing, and there's a cat looking over a railing. It's like it's kind of, I think, trying to be Parisian.
Oh, Fawny wants to see it.
It's very cute.
Is that your cackle?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Is that a horse? Or you're a horse?
It
now?
is artistic gymnastics, is what it is.
What's artistic gymnastics?
That's what the doodle is.
With birds?
Apparently, the birds are doing artistic gymnastics, and the cats are
Sure.
rating them.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Fawn would like artistic gymnastics.
I would.
Are you sure?
Yes. Ow.
Yes.
It's the closest thing to dance.
Okay, Fawn, I got to throw something by you.
Okay, what?
There is a girl who looks to be about your age.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So she's 37.
What?
No, she looks to be about 8 years old. Okay.
Okay.
This Rochester, well, they're calling her a preteen. So the oldest she can be is somewhere between 8 and 12. Because you're still a
Okay.
preteen at 12.
Okay.
This Rochester preteen works to be the very best Pokemon player in the world. Do you play Pokemon?
No,
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
I hate Pokemon.
You hate
You
Pokemon?
hate Pokemon?
She's very anti-Pokemon.
And
Huh.
how about Seiji? Does he like Pokemon? You don't know?
He
Kinda.
got some cards from his cousins, and for a while he like had them in his basketball card binder, and he was like talking about them, and then he hasn't said a word about it since. So no.
Yeah.
And he has no
mean,
idea how to play it.
I
He
didn't
doesn't
get
Yeah,
into
know.
it until I was like
taught
12.
him. He was like, that doesn't sound exciting.
Yeah. And
Pokemon's the kind of thing that it's like if all your classmates are playing, you're going to play too,
yeah.
but otherwise you're not going to care. I don't know.
Yeah.
God, what, are you getting any sleep at all?
I slept great last night. I
My
don't know.
God, yawning up a
it's like
storm.
for some reason in this room I yawn a lot. I don't know if it's like the lights or what. I don't know.
Good. My mom turns the lights off when she comes in.
She sure
here.
does.
Yeah, she
She
does.
turns that
They are
far away
very
bank.
Gotta get beauty
aggressive.
mode.
They're very aggressive.
Well, you could shut them off if you want.
I know. Yes. I'll survive.
Did anybody have to go northbound on 169 in St. Louis Park?
No.
Not today.
Okay, good. All lanes open on northbound Highway 169 in St. Louis Park after a fuel spill.
Ooh.
Oh.
Eek.
What? The, oh.
Fawny's over there.
Fawn's.
No, it's the other one she turns off. It's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can flip. Yeah. See, she turns that down because it takes a lot of the glare off.
dark.
That's fine.
A
Takes the
fuel
glare off.
It's
spill.
kind of
so that's
nice to
good.
not have such bright light in your face.
So how on earth was there a fuel spill
sounds
that
unpleasant.
widespread on 169? I mean, was there an accident or something? I gotta grab
I would
my
imagine
glasses
so.
here. It kind of looks like it. The Minnesota Department of Transportation said the spill happened overnight. Oh my God, they finally cleared it at 10:40 in the morning.
Well, yeah, fuel's not exactly an easy thing to
I
clean
guess
up.
not.
Closed at 3 a.m., opened at 8 a.m.
So it's been open
Oh,
since 8
okay.
a.m. Oh, it said it reopened around 7:20. The second northbound lane opened at 8 o'clock. So it was fully open by 8 o'clock.
Took
What
them
part of
5 hours.
169 is it?
Cedar Lake Road and Minnetonka Boulevard.
Oh, okay. It's
there
up
you
there.
go.
Hey, I just drove that yesterday.
It was not immediately clear what led to the fuel spill. They don't know how the fuel spill happened. It's kind of interesting, isn't
Oh, maybe
it?
something was like leaking? I don't know.
Well, it sounds like something malfunctioned. There are no comments on that story at all. I thought I would look at the comments and say, well, this is what happened, but they don't know. They have no idea what caused the fuel spill. It seems a bit odd, don't you think?
That is weird.
I don't know, but thank God everybody got it. Doesn't look like anybody got hurt or
I
anything.
say it
like
obviously wasn't too dramatic of an
Couldn't have
event because they have no idea how it happened.
God, Tevin this morning did the North Minneapolis report for me. He's doing that now for me, like
The
once
North
a week.
Minneapolis report.
Yeah, apparently, I used to own a house at 3506 Penn Avenue North.
Apparently, you used to own a house.
No, apparently it happened like within a couple of houses of that
Oh.
where I used to live. A fight at a party is believed to have led to the stabbing in the Falwell neighborhood. 2 hours after a man was shot and killed nearby, a man was also shot and killed in the Whittier neighborhood last weekend. Overwhelmed Minneapolis police sought help from other agencies. Now, maybe it's time to fully load the police department again. What do you think?
Yeah,
Not
that
a
might
bad
help.
idea.
I still don't understand why people who live in, like I said, in Whispering Acres in a gated community get to vote on whether there should be cops or not in the city.
Mhm.
It is interesting.
You know, you're not in any danger whatsoever, but you get a vote anyway. I don't. Why do they?
It's confusing.
It is very, very confusing. That's all I have to say. Oh God, bicyclist dies in collision with SUV after dark on highway north and west of Twin Cities. Eek.
Got to be careful on a bike.
Yeah, I don't know that I. Oh, it was on Highway 55. I would never ride a bike on
After dark?
No.
Hell no.
I was gonna say in the dark. So many people. I mean, we'll drive around near our house, and there'll be people biking in the dark with no
No light.
reflective anything.
Yeah, every so often it's like you turn a corner, it's like, 11 o'clock at night, and you turn the corner and your lights illuminate this person wearing all black. It's like, what,
I know.
what are
Yeah.
you
like
thinking?
jogging on the side of the road
Yeah.
at 10 p.m. It's like, what
Mhm.
are you trying to die?
Put on your high vis,
Like,
please.
what is?
Yeah, it says the collision occurred at about 9:20 p.m. So it would be very dark at this juncture.
Yes, it would.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a sad story. You get killed on your bike. An SUV driver struck and killed a bicyclist after dark on a highway northwest of the Twin Cities. The collision occurred about 9:20 p.m. Sunday on Highway 55 at Dempsey Avenue Northwest in Maple Lake Township. The State Patrol said the 39-year-old man from nearby Howard Lake was heading west on Highway 55 when he and the bicyclist collided.
Yeah, you need to put on those retro reflectors if you're going to be biking at night.
Oh, the bicyclist was a 21-year-old man from Maple Lake.
Mhm.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
That's sad.
Yeah, you got to be very, very careful with that kind of stuff. It is
Yeah.
unfortunate that kind of, I suppose you get some bad weather coming. You're going to get out. Yeah, right. You got it, man. If you're going to ride a bike at night, you got to be well lit. There's no question about that.
Yes, you do.
Unfortunately, that's true. Oh God, Walls is out there stumping for Kamala Harris. Why am I the only man my age in America that can pronounce her name correctly? Because everybody calls her Kamala, and her name is Kamala.
Kamala sounds more right to me.
Yes.
Then
I don't know
Kamala.
why. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Kamala. Well, maybe. Yeah, it might be right.
Also, no one cares about her enough to pronounce her name right.
What's that?
I said no one cares about her enough to.
Well, that's a possibility,
No.
and some of them do it on purpose. I know that.
Yeah.
These are weird people. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz goes viral as he stumps for Kamala Harris. The second-term Democrat even took aim at Senator J.D. Vance's previous comments about childless cat ladies. I still don't understand
Gosh, why?
what he was intending
It
to
made
do.
all of like people now are like, I am proud to be a childless cat lady.
Well, there you
There's
go.
all sorts of memes about it.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, a second-term Democrat, has spent much of the last week doing quick hit interviews on TV news shows in support of Vice President Kamala Harris's bid for the White House, as she's racked up support from the party and become the presumptive nominee ahead of next month's convention. Walz, who chairs the Democratic Governors Association, has been identified as a possible running mate for Harris.
Mm-hmm.
What has he done right in this state that they would want him to be vice president? The cost of everything has gone through the roof. I mean, this guy's been a terrible governor. I don't get it.
I'd say there's really nothing about Minnesota that's improved since
No.
he's been in office.
I can't blame it solely on him, but I don't see where he's done such a wonderful job.
No.
I mean, everything you order now from let's say Amazon or whatever, there's another 50 cents that goes to the state of Minnesota. Did you know that?
No.
Yep.
They get 50 cents for everything you order from those kind of services. Don't we pay enough taxes? He wants to go to a 15% state income tax. Did you know that?
What I don't get is, okay, so you've got a budget surplus. Doesn't
Yes.
that mean you're getting enough money?
Well, he pissed that all away too, didn't he?
But it's still a surplus. So
I know.
if you have a surplus, that means your income is sufficient. You don't need to increase it.
Yes.
So if you
There
want to
you
increase
have
it, that's just you're doing it out of greed, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would think so. It seems very greedy to me. It's always about money with these politicians. I know that. They're talking about among the people they think Walz might be a candidate. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. That'd be kind of interesting to have a black woman and a Jewish man be the president and vice president, because I still don't understand this whole anti-Jew thing in America right now. I just don't get it.
Anti-Jew
I don't get it.
thing.
I think it's probably a little more overblown than you think.
Well, I hope so. Walz, for his part, has remained demure amid questions about his desire to run alongside Harris. Asked about whether he wants to be second on the ticket. Oh, I like this woman. He told NPR's Kathy Wurzer. You guys ever met Kathy?
Who was? Oh,
Kathy
from
Wurzer on NPR.
Is this NPR or MPR?
NPR?
See,
Yeah,
NPR
which
is
one?
such a horrible name because everyone thinks you're saying NPR.
Yeah, well, that's true.
They should
It
call
is.
it
I
like
know.
Min
It's-
PR or something that you can actually like differentiate.
Asked about whether he wants to be second on the ticket, he told NPR's Kathy Wurzer that if that's the direction she goes, I guess that's fine. Still, Walz has seen plenty of breakout moments over the last few days. So we did get to these are weird people. David Hogg, a prominent gun control activist who survived a 2017 school shooting in Parkland, Florida, on Thursday, shared video walls on MSNBC where the governor summed up the Democratic strategy in 8 words. These are weird people on the other side. He's been an extremely productive governor. No, he has not been an extremely productive governor.
No.
He's a total Midwestern dad. He's hilarious and genuine. What a joke this. I am getting so sick of this 2-party system. You're evil. No, you're more evil than I am. It's like,
Well, I mean, that's basically what they said, that the Democrat strategy is I hate Republicans.
and the Republicans go fire back at that. I just wish they would shut up. Maybe, is there any way you could work together? What do you say?
Fawn's appalled, Dad.
What?
Fawn's appalled at your language.
Why? What did I just say?
You're using prickly wicklies instead of fuzzy wuzzies.
Exactly.
What did I say?
Shouldn't have done that.
So what did I say, Fawny?
She's not going to repeat it.
You're
It's
not
too
going to
off-
trick her.
It's too
Oh,
offensive.
God. Oh, God. You're nuts. So what does it start with? What did I
She's
say?
got high standards instead of shush up.
Hmm.
You said.
I said, shut up. Oh, that's a horrible. Shut up is a bad word. I didn't think I dropped the F-bomb or anything. I just said, shut up. That was it. Well, it's time we shut up anyway, because it's about 10 to the hour.
Well, I just ordered her a breakfast sandwich that'll be ready in 15 minutes. So
See, there you
I'm
go.
not going
There
anywhere
you go.
for a little bit.
These are weird people. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz goes viral after he stumps for Kamala Harris. The second-term Democrat even took aim at Senator J.D. Vance. See, what I would say, I got to be honest with you. And yeah, well, I'll give you an example. When I had the highest-rated morning show in all of America at KQRS back in the day,
I've
did
heard
I
it.
go after the other morning shows? No. Did I ever say, oh, my God, they're terrible? Matter of fact, the K-Fan morning show, I have several friends that are on that show. Matter of fact, several friends that are on that radio station. I go golfing with Meat Sauce all the time. Once in a while, he brings a couple other people along. I just because you're competing with someone, competing.
Just because you're competing.
Why do you have to go after how horrible they are at what they do?
Well, that's like the new thing, though. Like if you were 30 years younger or whatever, and you started the morning show today,
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee a big part of your social media campaign, not because that's what you're doing, but because that's what is done by everyone. So all your social media managers would be stirring up stuff with all the other morning shows so that you can make videos. They're like, oh, this K-Fan situation is crazy. And then you just talk for 2 hours
Oh,
about
really?
how it's like, oh, the KQ morning show and the K-Fan, they're going at it. Because that's all people want right now is they want influencers feuding so that they can read about the drama because their lives are just so boring that this is good enough for them.
But
I
why
guess.
didn't they learn anything? Because the only market that Howard Stern lost in was this market.
That was a long time ago, though.
That was a
These
long time
days,
ago. I
drama
agree.
is what sells. If you want big money on social media, you want drama. You say things that are inflammatory on purpose,
Oh, God.
and then you make videos about it, and then everyone watches them. Even if they're hate watching them, you're still going to get 10 million views, which that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I suppose it is a lot of money, but Howard lost because we totally ignored him. I mean, are they ever going to learn that going after them might be a little, that kind of thing gets very boring to me very quickly.
Yeah, me too. But it's social media. It's different.
Yeah, social media is ruining the world. Isn't
That's what people want on social media.
Hey, I have a positive social media thing.
it? Okay, what's that?
There was some sort of bill passed or something that influencers whose children are in a certain percentage, like 40% or more of their videos, have to give their children, I think it's like 10% of their income.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Well, that's a good thing.
I don't know if my numbers are right, but I thought that was cool because it's
Somewhere
like
along those lines.
so many influencers have their kids in their videos because people like seeing people's kids and they think
Yeah.
it's cute and fun and whatever.
Not Fawn, though.
Like they're making money off of their kids.
Yeah.
And so I think it's great.
Arguably, that's what we're doing right now.
I think
We
it's great
are?
that
Fawn's on the show. So technically,
I'm
would
not
that
making
not?
money off of her.
Way to go,
Technically-
Fawn.
She said like 7 words.
Well, but
And I
still,
don't let
she's on
her-
the show,
and-
and it's a source of income. So technically speaking, would that not qualify?
Well, she's not in. I mean, there are.
You'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's
Although
like
I
I
doubt
said. I
she's
think
in
it's. I was
40%
going
of
to say
our-
she's not
yeah.
40% to the shows.
Although in the past couple of weeks, I don't know.
Yeah, she's
Sage
been on a
was.
lot. Sage was on last week.
Yeah.
But he's gone this week. She'll be gone next. No, she won't be gone.
Don't
next
forget his frisbee
week. I will.
when you're head to the house. Yeah, we got to wrap it up. Oh my God, it's almost 5 minutes to 12
Well, we
already.
started really late, so
Well, we started about 5 minutes later than we should have,
Mm-hmm.
and we're ending.
we started
5
15 minutes later than we
Did
should
we
have.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
But we're almost caught up with it. It's because 10:53.
almost caught up.
All right. So yeah, Kathryn's not going to be in this week because the final move of everything from one place to another, it will be over by Wednesday afternoon. They're packing a bunch of stuff up today. They're going to move a bunch of stuff tomorrow. Then they're going to finalize it all. I got to get my garage door opener over there. As a matter of fact,
Yeah,
one
I have
of
to get
these days.
the weight set.
Yeah, we're going to pick up a bunch of
Nice.
stuff on Saturday, I think.
Weight set and
Saturday.
I need my candy.
I thought it was going to be over by Wednesday.
Well,
No.
I hope not, because I told Mom this
you
many
don't
weeks
close
ago.
until the 15th.
Yeah, we don't
Plenty
close
of
till
time.
the 15th.
Ah, okay, there you go.
Plenty
Yeah,
of time.
That's true.
She just wanted to be out and have it done by the 5th was her goal.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
So,
makes sense.
you have
And I
time. The
think that's-
movers are
that's pretty close.
the movers are coming for the last stuff that's going to be brought to Wyzetta on this Wednesday, but there's still a decent amount of stuff in that house.
I thought there
you got a-
wasn't.
No, you got a
there's-
lot of.
You open up cupboards
Yep.
and
Oh God,
stuff.
That
There's
house-
a
God,
lot
you-
of stuff.
I've brought so many boxes to Goodwill.
you have.
I have probably brought like 20 full moving boxes to Goodwill, and I'm
That's-
not even done.
That's what I did when they moved from Golden Valley. I helped them a ton,
Yep.
and I think I probably brought 20 carfuls to Ark Valley Village.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I
it.
have a minivan, so you put the seats down,
Yeah.
and that's almost
Mhm.
like a half a moving van full of boxes. And I've gone there twice, and it's still not done yet.
Yeah.
It was well, you go from a 10,000 square foot house down to a 3,500 square foot house down to a 2,000 square foot house. You're going to have to get rid of some stuff,
Yes, you are.
You sure are.
and we have gotten rid of a lot of it. But you know what? The people that have come to pick up the furniture, that beautiful old style furniture and all that,
Mhm.
they've been very grateful they can get it at such a great price.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you sell furniture for like 1/10 of what it's worth.
Yeah, that's about right.
If that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will be back tomorrow. Nana will not be here tomorrow or Wednesday. but-
Well.
Okay. Goodbye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Got a picture in my noggin reminds me of this was before. Every time I hear the singing reminds me how you talking